Okay, here we are out in the shop. I'm trying to come up with a new technique for painting the half timber buildings. If you paint the base color and then go along with a brush and paint all these timbers, it's actually very time consuming and it's a little difficult. So I think I have a good technique here that will work out real well, and I'm going to try it out right now, and if this works out, then that explains why you're seeing this tutorial video, because it worked. If you never see this, then I don't know who I'm talking to right now. But I think it's going to work out pretty good. So what I've done is I've painted the side of the building with just some spray paint, something I picked up at Home Depot or Lowe's. It was a satin porcelain, I think is the color. It's basically just kind of an off-white. And then what I've done is I've taken some Model Master acrylic, enamel. In this case I'm using sand. And what I want to do is take the airbrush and just basically go along all of the timbers. Just like this. Now what I'm doing here, I'm not actually painting the timbers, that's something that's going to come later, but I'm doing a little bit of shadowing. So what's going to happen is after the timbers are painted, the areas in between are not just going to be one solid color, they're going to be lighter towards the center and they're going to get darker out towards the outside. Now if that doesn't make much sense to you right now, hopefully when you see the finished result it will make some sense, because it'll look pretty cool. So I just go along all of them. You don't have to be particularly neat because it's just a shadowing technique. That's basically what I end up with. Now I did one a few minutes ago with a different color, and just to show you, that's what that one looks like. This is done with also a Model Master enamel. I think it was wood was the color, the name of the color. So that's just showing a different technique. This is one I did some time ago with sort of a reddish orange color. And on the website, the painted sample of this particular piece is done with this technique, and it's finished, so you can see what that looks like. So I'm going to paint a few more of these with this sand color, and then I'm going to do probably some of that orangish tint as well, and then we'll go on to the next step and see how it works. Okay, well, we finished the basic painting and then the shadowing technique. Now the next step in this process is going to be to apply some of this fancy blue masking tape. Cover the entire model with the masking tape. Now what I want to do is push it down into all the low areas. Let's trim off the excess here. That'll be a good start. Now you're going to want to have a brand new X-Acto blade or scalpel blade or whatever you're using. Something nice and sharp to do this. the door. Okay, so now what we want to do, just bump the camera there, but I think it's alright. Make sure we got this down real good. Use my fingernail and get it down into all the low areas around the timbers. So basically what we're going to do now is cut along, I'll start in this corner here, we're going to cut along the edge of the timbers. Alright, I think I got them all. So now what I'm going to try to do is start peeling the tape off of the timbers, leaving the tape down in the low areas. Okay, well there it is. It's not absolutely perfect. I can do a little bit of touch-up, adding a little bit of tape in some areas that I cut in the wrong area. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do a little bit of touch-up. And then what I'll do is I'll just spray it with some dark brown, the color that I want to use for the timbers. And once that's done, we'll come back to the video and I'll peel the tape off and we'll see what it looks like. But it was very quick and very easy. But like I said, I went a little fast, and there's some areas that need to be touched up a little bit, but I'm going to do that right now. Now, just something to consider, there is a product available, a couple of different manufacturers make it, called Liquid Mask, or something like that. And that might be something that you could try on this. Basically, you brush it on, and it dries, and it's a very thin layer of kind of a rubbery film. And then you do the same thing I did with the tape. You cut and then peel off the bits you don't want. So liquid mask might work very well for this. Might be something you want to try. But this blue tape worked well. Now, I didn't skimp on the blue tape. I bought the what they call Scotch blue painter's tape for delicate surfaces, number 2080. This is a little different than your standard blue painter's tape, and I think it helped a lot. It's very thin and very smooth, and it's very expensive. It's about $10 for that 2-inch roll, as opposed to around $6 for the standard painter's blue. So if you do this, get some good tape. I think it'll help out a lot. So okay, I'm going to paint this. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up with the blue tape. I'm going to paint it, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like.